Oh, it has been such a long time since I've done a Petty Pendergras video on a white person. Well, actually, I take that back. It hasn't been that long because the last person I did a Petty Pendergras video on who was white was the one who killed James Byrd back in 1998, John William King. So I guess you can say it hasn't been that long, but it feels so long because I had to take care of two coons in between. But now I'm back on a Caucasoid individual. But you know what? I don't know if I've cued the violins up on a white woman before, so maybe this is historical right here. The first Petty Pendergras video given to a white woman, none other than Natasha Tynes. Now, I didn't find out about this video until I watched a commentary that Seiji Hito did on his channel, and I'm surprised I didn't learn about it until then because this actually happened in my backyard via the WMATA system known as the Metro, which is the system that is known for the DMV area. So in case y'all don't know who Natasha Tynes is, she is this Jordanian born author, well, Jordanian American author based out of DC, who has an upcoming book that is set to be released. Well, that may not be happening, and I'm gonna tell you why. So one day, I guess she was on a commute going wherever she was headed, and she saw a metro worker on the train, and it was a black woman who was on the train. And the worker, I guess, she had a long day and she was hungry, so she decided to pull out some food and started to proceed to eat on the train. Now, we know that on the train they always say that they don't want food and everything like that, but if you live in this area and you take a certain line, like the green line, for instance, which is a predominantly black line, depending on which direction you're coming from, we don't be abiding by them rules. I know I don't, because sometimes I be munching on food and drinking and whatever right there on the train, and ain't nobody saying nothing to me. So she decided that she was going to take it upon herself and take a picture of this woman in her uniform after a hard day of work, or maybe on her way to work, eating, and posted up a tweet on her page just basically putting this woman on blast while she's in her uniform. Do you realize that how much trouble that woman probably could have gotten into? Like, she could have cost that woman her job. Now, this is a white woman right here who's doing this to another black woman. Dear black woman, just know that these white women are not your friends. They just are not your friends. Anyway, she thought she was doing something special or something that was worthy to be praised. And then she reached out to WMATA, and they reached back out to her and said, whatever. A couple maybe days later, after Black Twitter got in her ass, she got a call or some kind of notification from the publication site that was supposed to be releasing her book, hence the words supposed to be releasing her book, and saying we will no longer be doing business with Miss Tynes, because guess what, she got backlash out the ass for what she did. They even coined a new hashtag called Eating While Black, and they went in on her ass, and rightfully so, because she tried to ruin this woman's job. She could have easily got this woman fired for not minding her business. See, this is that stuff again that these white women were known to do last year. Only difference is they called the cops instead of doing what she did, but she tried to get this woman caught up in some stuff right now. Now you see why I used this picture for her. This is probably the same face that she made when she found out that she wasn't getting that book deal or getting that book release. Then, of course, she went on Twitter and tried to give an apology and everything like that. Look, she wasn't apologizing because of what she did. She's apologizing because she got put on blast and because the publisher that was supposed to be releasing her book ended up dropping her book. And the thing is, her book, to my knowledge, was complete. It was getting ready to be released. Now imagine that. You do all that hard work only for you to engage in some fuckery, and then you find out that after you engage in said fuckery, your book is not being released. All that month's hard work, all that writing and planning and I guess putting them creative juices together to put on paper just pretty much got pushed down the drain because they don't want to deal with someone who's going to bring something toxic to their publishing corporation. And I hope that this goes viral enough where no one else will want to deal with her ever again. Let her be rejected or reduced down to little blog sites. That'll be fine for her. And that's exactly what she gets. I don't know who in the hell she thinks she is or who she thinks she was, but now she's realizing who she truly is. And I, for one, love it, and I feel absolutely nothing for her. I'm glad this actually happened. It couldn't have happened to a more deserving individual. Going to try to get that woman caught up because you can't mind your business? My goodness. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. This has been another Petty Pendergras production. And as always, I have Petty Debbie here to take us out.